Hello everyone, I am Rod and I am the game design instructor for the Academy of Entertainment Arts over at Dixie Hollins High School. If you are one of my students, it's Mr. Flowers to you, and welcome to this video tutorial. Hey everyone, Ron here. I'm going to be showing you a fix for bringing a car from Maya to Unreal. I've looked around the internet quite a bit for good explanations for this, and they all say the same thing, but nobody tells you about this one critical aspect, and I'm going to show you what that is. First, I'm going to show you the problem. We made a car in Maya, and we brought it over to Unreal, did the basic setup, and we hit play, and bam, you see the car has hit the ground, and the wheels have dropped through the ground, and you can see here that the PXViz collisions, the little black outlines there, are not aligned with the wheel. I can go ahead and roll my wheels do great. I can turn my wheels, but the collision bodies are not correct. And the reason for this has to do with the axis of your object being set to world and not local. But I'll go ahead and show you how to fix that. Go ahead and exit this. I'm going to jump back over into Maya. If you want to see a video on how to actually make the car, there's going to be an annotation down here, and you can kind of jump into that video. This is just to fix this problem here. I'm going to jump back into Maya, and here's my quick little car that I put together. You can see it's basic, a little soapbox car. And everything looks like it's good. The car body's there. The hierarchy is the way it should be. I'll open up my hypergraph so you can see that. Outliner, hypergraph, so car body. And we have our 4 tires, each named with the appropriate name that Unreal requires for bringing in a car. Now, what they tell you is you need to have this set to local coordinates instead of world coordinates. Right now, I am in world coordinate mode, and you can see that my Y arrow is up, and my Z is to my left here, and my forward axis is on the X. To bring up my coordinates, I'll just go ahead and hit the tool button here. Select my move tool, and you can see that axis orientation is set to world. So I am in world coordinates. You want to make sure that when you're making your vehicle that you are set to object. Maya doesn't call it local, Maya calls it object. Just make sure that you're aware of that. Now when you swap between local and object, this axis should flip. If it doesn't, that means you have to fix it. So first things first, we're going to unparent our wheels from our body. So I'm going to grab this. You can see how the wheel, when I select it, since I'm now in object mode, it points down, which is the wrong direction. We need these to point -90 degrees. Let me go ahead and grab these. I'm going to hold Shift and then P. That will unparent. And select my body here. Now what they don't tell you is you cannot rotate the wheels. Okay? The rotation axis for the wheels have to be zeroed out. So we're going to zero these right now. Translations must stay. These have to stay. This has to be 0. Okay? So I'm going to select the wheel. Let's go ahead and grab all 4 of them. Go up to Modify. Come down to Freeze Transforms. Grab the options here. I don't want to freeze my translations. I just want to freeze my rotation. So I'm going to uncheck the other 2. Make sure that Rotate is set to freeze. And now that's zeroed out. And close this. Now I will select the car body. Now the thing about the car body is this is what needs to be rotated -90 degrees. Yeah, a little bit silly. I'm going to go ahead and bring up my my axis here. You can see that my car is still aligned with the world axis even though we're an object. I have to rotate the car 90 degrees. So rotate X is at 90. Now I need to freeze my transform. So Modify, Freeze, so that it is 0 again. Now I need to rotate the car -90. You might think, well, that doesn't change anything, but it does. My z-axis is now up. my x-axis is forward and my y-axis is pointing left and right. This is the way it needs to be read inside of Unreal. The issue that we're having is it doesn't register on the wheels, okay? Because the wheels have to stay zeroed out. So what we need to do is now with our car body, with a minus 90 degrees rotation in the object orient, we're going to parent our wheels. So grab all 4 wheels, select the car body, hit P to parent, okay? And now we want to zero out the rotations again. So go up to Modify, come down to Freeze, make sure that we only have rotation set, hit Apply, and you will see that the wheels now snap with a minus 90 degree rotation, but their rotations are still 0. That's important. For whatever reason, Unreal has an issue with this. So if I select my car body, you can see the car body is minus 90, but the wheels are 0, but the axis is correct for the object orientation. Okay, you got to make sure you're in object mode for that. Select the car body, go ahead and select all 4 wheels. And with that selected, go up to File, get down to Export Selection. And you can put this wherever you like. I'm just going to put it inside my graphic design folder. Grab my file, my soapbox car. And then my FBX settings here. Under geometry, I just have smooth groups, and then smooth mesh, and reference assets content. That's all I have checked there. I don't have any animation, so animation is not checked. And then down under units, those are set to automatic, but Unreal reads them in centimeters, so either one is fine. Axis conversion has to do with where you're exporting to. If you're exporting out to a program that has Z as an up axis, then you'd want to convert this to Z up. Unreal does have a Z up axis, so you could check this. But Unreal Engine 4 automatically checks for that, so in this case it doesn't really matter. You can pick either one and it should be fine. And then for my FBX file format, I'm going to do a binary type, and then my version is FBX 2016 because I am in Maya 2016. So if there's any questions about whether or not this plugin works, it does. And then just go ahead and hit Export Selection. I'm going to jump back into Unreal here. I'm going to select my car. I'm going to right-click and do a re-import. And once I import it, I just got to go and update my my physics asset. So go ahead and open that up. And you can see that everything is rotated a little bit off. I'm going to select all of my pieces here. So top one, hold shift, grab the bottom one. I'm going to right click and choose reset. Yes. And I'm going to do a single convex hull. And then hit OK. And you can see inside of here that our axes are correct. Our Z is up, Y is left and right, and X is forward. And now if I jump in, you can see that my wheels are where they need to be. I can in fact drive, and I can turn my tires. Okay? So I hope that fixes your issue from going from Maya to Unreal. I realize it's a big pain in the butt, but it is what it is, and that is a solution. You need to make sure that your coordinate system is set to object so that your axes are pointing in the correct direction, and that they are rotated 90 degrees on the car body, not the wheels, and that the wheels are parented to the car body, and that the wheel rotations have been zeroed out. Quite frankly, I would hope that the guys over at Epic will realize that that is just an annoying step and just give us a way to handle it inside of Unreal, like manually rotate the collision bodies. That would be fantastic. But enough of me ranting. Hopefully this solves your problem and you guys can get underway. As you can see, I'm driving here. If you have any questions or anything, just give me a comment below or send me an email, and I will be happy to answer you in the best that I can. And I will see you guys next time.